It was a Friday evening, one of those rare, quiet nights when the city seemed to slow down and exhale. I'd left work early, eager to surprise my wife, Sarah. For weeks, something had been gnawing at me. A subtle shift in her tone, her distracted gaze, the way she clutched her phone tighter whenever I walked into a room. I tried to convince myself it was just stress or fatigue. But after 8 years of marriage, I knew our rhythm. Morning coffee together, shared laughter at dinner, quiet conversations before bed. It had always been steady. Then slowly, imperceptibly, things began to change. Late-night work calls. Her phone constantly turned face down on the table. The new habit of going to bed late, claiming she couldn't sleep. That night, I drove home with a mix of hope and unease. I had texted her earlier, saying I'd be working late, so she wouldn't expect me. I wanted to see what her evenings looked like when she thought I wasn't there. The house was silent when I arrived. No music, no TV. Just the soft of the fridge and the rhythmic tick of the clock. Her purse rested on the counter, her shoes by the hallway. She was home. I called her name softly, but there was no answer. Then I heard it, the faint creak of the bedroom door upstairs. I climbed the stairs slowly, my heart pounding. The door to our room was slightly ajar, a sliver of warm light cutting through the dark hallway. I pushed it open gently. Sarah sat on the edge of the bed, her back to me. The glow of her phone lit her face. When she turned, our eyes met, and in that instant, panic flashed across her features, the kind only guilt can produce. Her breath hitched, her hands trembled. I knew everything. She scrambled to lock her phone against her chest, as if it could hide the truth. "You're home early," she stammered, voice uneven. "Yeah," I said quietly, stepping inside. Didn't feel like staying late. Her eyes flicked to the nightstand, an unconscious movement she couldn't hide. I followed her gaze. A half-filled glass of wine, and next to it, a second one, untouched, waiting for someone. "No, I just poured 2 by mistake," she said, standing too quickly. Her hand brushed the second glass, spilling a bit on the floor. She muttered a curse and turned away, pretending to clean it up, but I wasn't watching the wine. I was watching her. Every flicker of emotion passed across her face. Fear, guilt, desperate hope that I hadn't realized yet. But I had. Every late night, every secretive message, every unconvincing excuse, all led to this moment. "Who is he?" I asked finally. My voice was calm, steady, almost too quiet. She froze, shoulders stiff. She didn't turn around. Silence hung heavy, broken only by the faint ticking of the clock downstairs. When she spoke, her voice cracked. "It's not what you think." I laughed softly, bitterly. "Then what is it, Sarah?" She turned to face me, tears brimming. "It was a mistake," she whispered. "I didn't mean for it to happen. I felt lonely. You've been distant lately, and Don't. I interrupted, stepping back. She reached for my hand, but I held the space between us. The distance felt like a canyon, one that could never be bridged again. For a moment, I thought of every memory we had built in this room. The laughter, quiet nights, whispered dreams of the future. It all felt like a cruel joke now. Then her phone buzzed. We both saw it. The name on the screen left no doubt. Mark, her co-worker. She lunged for it, but I was faster. I picked up the phone, looked at the screen, then at her. "So this is him," I said. "The man you risked everything for." She broke down, sobbing, trying to explain, to justify something that couldn't be justified. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I listened, quietly, as her words dissolved into choked apologies. When she finally stopped, I placed the phone on the dresser. "You know what the worst part is?" I said quietly. "It's not the cheating. It's that I kept defending you to myself. I kept telling myself I was imagining things, that you'd never do this." Her tears fell harder. "Please don't go," she begged. "We can fix this." But there was nothing left to fix. You can patch a cracked wall, but not one that's been knocked down entirely. I turned toward the door, pausing for one last look. She stood there, trembling, tears streaking her face, finally realizing what she'd lost. "And maybe now you do," I said quietly. I knew. I just didn't want to believe it. But the moment I saw your face, the panic, I didn't need proof anymore. I walked out, closing the door behind me. The house felt different as I descended the stairs. Quieter, colder, almost foreign. I grabbed my keys, stepped outside, and breathed in the night air. For the first time in months, I felt free. Through the upstairs window, I saw her silhouette, motionless. My heart ached, but I knew this was the moment everything changed. The moment I finally faced the truth I'd been avoiding all along.